Social justice is about fairness, it's about equity, it's about opportunity, and all of those wonderful things that we all like to think that there exists in the academy, right? I think this morning, today, I think one of the most impressing social issues is for those of us who are in a position to share our knowledge or to guide other people is to help the next generation and even our own generation cut through this culture of lying that seems to exist right now. So that's kind of a lofty issue, pressing issue, but I think it applies to everything that we're doing. One of the things that we've been able to do is actually bring some of the Native American community members to Case Western, to invite them to events that are intergenerational, that involve academics, that involve Native elders and younger Native people in our community, and as well as guests, Native people coming in from other places. Because this is an urban center and the vast majority, probably 100% of the Native Americans living in Cleveland are not native to this particular place, right? We now have 3 generations living in Cleveland, but the first generation came here in the 1950s and 60s under the federal relocation program. And they were isolated in little mini ghettos and just kind of left here during that program to fend their way. Now there were positives to relocation in that children got to go to good public schools in the Cleveland area, and there were jobs here when the steel mills were pumping out, right? But there was never an outreach for education for them. So the one thing that I've tried to do is help the Native community stand on its own 2 feet and be able to apply their sense of self-determination to live their lives the way they want to still have their vibrant culture, but still be able to have opportunities. We have lots of stories to tell, to bring to the academy, and yet still there's a need to educate the academic community as to who are Native Americans and why do the 364 treaties matter that were ratified by the Senate, and why does their sovereignty matter? Because the treaties and the sense of sovereignty is being eroded daily. The impact starts person by person. I think some mindsets have been turned around and people are like, wow, I had no idea. So when you start hearing that, that's wonderful. And then these the other impact that we've noticed by bringing Native community members or even outside community members, Native community members, to come to Case to present something. People will come out and say, oh, this is wonderful. I can come here and meet other Indians. For example, a brand new medical student last year, Native American from one of the reservations in Oklahoma, came and didn't know how to meet other Native Americans here. And so Case is now providing a middle ground, a meeting place for academic Natives who tend to be isolated, as well as our local community members and those Native community members who are college educated and have big important jobs, but they don't have the time necessarily to meet a lot of other people because their lives are busy. Because as an academic minority, you get pulled in a lot of different directions no matter what group you may affiliate with. Social justice, I think, begins with recognition of each person as a human being and granting each person their sense of human dignity, which can take many, many forms. And as a society, if everyone is recognized for their individual worth, then we will have a just society.